live?
Live.
That's really how you announce it.
Yeah.
Okay then.
We're live.
Live on YouTube. Not exactly.
Not quite.
Live at the time of recording. Kind of like everything.
I guess.
Outsize the news. So
Yeah.
when this is edited and put up, it will have the random selection process
Yes, it will.
beforehand, in which we have 4 topics, at least for now, which are world news, politics, gaming, and stupid news for a bit of a laugh. So we have 2 not so serious, and then 2 serious.
Yes.
And today, the order, as picked by random.org, was gaming, then stupid news, then politics, and then world news,
World news.
which is basically just news from anywhere in the world, likely outside of Britain.
Most likely.
So, for gaming news today, we have an interesting article on how someone from Infinity Ward said that hardcore, quote unquote, Call of Duty players are basically casual scum.
Basically, that's what they said.
So, would you like to start?
Well, I don't know what to say. Infinity Ward basically decided to throw a punch at most Call of Duty players, insisting that they were not actually gamers, due to the fact that most of the following, generally only tended to play that franchise and weren't really affiliated with any other series. So, I mean, if you're only playing one game, you're not really a gamer.
That's the thing, though. At the same time, it's a bit silly to call yourself like a hardcore gamer, but I do agree that to limit yourself to one franchise is so ridiculous.
It is. It's
Like when
so
you see
hipsterish.
people who have about 5,000 hours played in a Call of Duty game, and you're just like, there are so many better games out there, even indie titles, not AAA.
I guess it all depends on what you like, but I mean,
But
it-
that's the thing, there are indie games that are up to AAA standards these days,
fair enough.
aren't there? Like
Yes.
HD graphics, Oculus Rift support.
I guess the thing about Call of Duty is that it's massively hyped, so you'll get gamers or people who think they're gamers just because they've played Call of Duty, and because it's just such a big, well-known game.
You're about to start me off on an entirely different rant,
Well, no,
which is
do
the
not start.
quote unquote gal gamer
I was
rant.
thinking the exact same thing.
I thought you would be.
Yeah.
The whole, oh well, I've played Call of Duty online, I'm a real gamer.
Gamer girl. No, just stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Those
There's
chewing
actually
the
really-
controller girls.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Hmm.
in a desperate vain attempt to make themselves appeal to
Exactly.
men, interestingly enough, that they wouldn't be attracted to in the first place. Because
Exactly.
those kind of girls are incredibly shallow and just want attention.
So, wow, just wow. Basically, the only way to describe it.
This, if you could call it a show, is really basically just going in the direction of hating on everybody.
Everyone who plays Call of Duty, because wait, I've just realized something. For the past
What?
few days, I've been playing Call of Duty 2 and Black Ops 2. Wow.
The
Just
interesting
wow.
thing, when I found this article,
Yeah.
the first person I sent it to, that's the thing. How do we stand on references outside of this? Because we got a comment last time that there were a lot of inside jokes, and even though I didn't feel like there were, there probably were.
Yeah.
Well, Josh from college,
Yes, I
He's
do.
and for everyone else out there, he is literally just a person called Josh who attends our college. He was the first person I sent that link to because he was the only person online on Steam at the time. And the funny thing is, he was playing Black Ops 2 multiplayer at the time.
Wow. What
I
lovely
didn't,
timing.
I didn't even realise until I pulled up my Steam friends list, and it just said, now playing Black Ops 2 multiplayer.
The likelihood.
It was fantastic, it really was.
Yeah.
before we go deeper into anything else, I should probably apologise for the irregularity of this second episode. Shouldn't we?
Irregularity?
Yes.
Compared
Well,
to the first episode, I think this is quite...
what do you mean?
do
I
you
mean,
like,
in
yeah, okay,
duration.
uploads,
Well,
right, yeah.
yes,
Yeah, okay.
yes.
Yes, we greatly apologise for
The
that.
first one was completely not, planned out or anything really. But I'm talking about the fact that like it's been over a week now. However, it is just going back to talking about college again because we're complete scumbags.
Complete scumbags.
Yes. That we've only just started our half term for a week.
Happy days.
So we had Monday, Tuesday, happy days. You had to do it.
I know.
To veer even further off track anyway. So we're hoping to kind of nail the uploading soon. So it's at least once a week, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
And a little bit of a spoiler, like the completely shitty Twitter post I did while we were in college one day saying new video coming soon, shh, and then it's been about 5 days.
Oh.
We are planning on a Halloween special,
Yes,
yes?
indeed we are. Spooky.
Too spooky for you.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I won't even be attending. That's how scary it'll be.
Too edgy 3 me. Okay,
Okay.
so back to gaming. I'm gonna go back to girl gamers because that is really a thing that
Oh,
frustrates
I'd
me.
like to go back there.
Yeah. See, the thing is, most actual girl gamers don't give a shit about their appearance and will likely look like death if they are a true, like, hardcore gamer because they will hardly ever leave their own bedroom.
I'd
to
love a girl like that.
shower.
It would just be heaven. Just imagine not even have to leave and just playing games with them for hours and end and then
Thanks.
having sex.
What a way to,
And
like,
then gaming. Or
yeah.
gaming and doing that at the same time.
what a
That
way
would
to
be
steer
heaven.
this conversation, Daniel.
Oh,
Thank
come
you.
on. Everyone wants to hear that. Everyone agrees with that. Everyone.
Until we completely offend a bunch of people. Well,
I'm sure they don't care.
well,
They
it is
just,
true though. The thing
Yeah.
is, just the gaming in particular would still be awesome,
It would. Excellently.
and not fucking Call of Duty. Just
It isn't Call of Duty that I'd be fucking.
ha ha ha.
Ah ha ha ha. That's not an inside joke. Well,
Quite.
it kind of is.
How's it an inside joke?
I think you know what I mean.
Wow, what a way to put it. So, I mean, what is your stance on the stereotypical girl gamer?
I really despise, the typical showgirl sort of appearance. They're all like, oh, look at me, I'm a gamer girl.
Yeah,
And you're like,
like,
no, you
put
have an
makeup
Xbox
on
controller.
with a
Wow.
trowel.
It's
No, but
just,
it really is like they've put the
it's-
makeup on with a trowel, isn't it?
yeah, basically. And it's
It's-
so hipster, and I'm against everything hipster.
You're against everything hipster.
Yeah.
And-
Hipster sounds like Hitler. I'm already against it.
When you were just telling me the other day that you had glasses with the lenses taken out.
I have issues, okay?
Tut tut.
Besides, that's not like personality hipster. Okay then, shut up. Okay, right. I'll order this.
So you know, you don't have the personality of a hipster, you just enjoy the lifestyle.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's just roll with that. Because no matter what I say, you're gonna pick something out. So fuck you.
Get in line.
No, thank you. I think I'll pass.
Fair enough. Right, should we finally move on to the next topic and try and
We're
not
about,
go as far
10 minutes
off?
in.
Yeah, let's try and not go as far off this time. So topic number 2 is stupid news.
Yes.
And this is about a store clerk who was fired because he defended himself when someone tried to rob the store with a gun.
Fire Day? I guess that's what you get for holstering a firearm. Oh.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. And I'm gonna proudly say that that's The Price is Right.
That is.
Because
It
I
is.
finally discovered that. Oh wait, no, completely got our facts wrong. See, this is what happens when we don't prepare enough.
You were the responsible for this one.
And you should have read it first. And then you'd have corrected me that the guy had a knife, not a gun. But the clerk didn't shoot him, he just pulled out the gun to scare away the guy. But the store has some sort of like policy on not allowing firearms to be wielded by the clerks.
Oh, I see. Well, fuck.
But still.
Well,
I mean,
that guy would have probably been dead if it weren't for that.
well, that's the thing. Most thieves like that probably wouldn't kill the person because they don't.
Okay, then they would have been out of pocket.
Okay, yes, I
Yeah.
will to that.
Which is probably why they should always, like, they should have, like, a taser at every desk on the underbelly of the desk.
They should do, but then that's assault, really.
Not really,
It's
because if someone's coming in
self-defense,
to steal
well-
your shop, you can fuck off, you get out of
Yeah,
my
but
shop.
pulling that gun was then self-defense, which
Yeah, but
means
if
he
they have a
could then
taser
sue
built
the store,
into the
but he apparently
cash
can't.
thing, then,
Built
no.
into the register.
yeah. It's, what? It's 3 a.m. Don't expect me to be on the ball, or on the square, or any kind of object,
On the
polygon.
On the squackle.
The squirtle.
Squackle. Shh. We should probably leave that absolute failure of a topic right there,
Okay.
because we have no idea what we're talking about. Apologies, everyone. However,
fault.
I like to think... Oh, shut up. I like to think that the main attraction to this series, even though this is only the second video and I'm calling it a series, strange,
We have big dreams.
is the humour that comes with it, and like seeing someone else's perspective of something. Like, because these are stories nobody may have heard of before, we kind of scraped the bottom of the barrel for everything aside politics.
True.
So, but then they'll like look them up after and form their own opinions, and then they can compare their opinion to ours, and
Not like
they
it'll
might-
matter. I mean,
Yeah.
their opinion is probably wrong anyway.
oh, that's nice of you.
I know. I could have said so much worse, but I felt like being
I
kind.
feel like I'm the only one who respects our viewers.
You know, you don't even understand how right you are, my friend. Don't
Fair
even
enough.
understand.
So it's been like, what, 15 minutes now, and we've briefly touched upon two
13,
subjects.
actually.
Okay.
13 minutes.
And we've briefly touched upon two subjects and ranted about things that had nothing to do with those two subjects. So hopefully we can
Mhm.
bring it all back with politics, since this is something we've debated. I was about to say debated. Wow. Debated before.
It is.
See, these are the troubles that come with recording something that is totally just in the moment. It is live for all intents and purposes, because we're not like cutting pieces out because we make mistakes or anything. We just go with the flow.
Oh, yes.
So for politics, we're returning to the US government shutdown and their new agreement
Mm-hmm.
for bringing it to an
Republicans
end.
bowed down, it seems.
Yes. The interesting thing though is they did a poll like a couple of days beforehand, didn't they? And about
Yes, they did.
70% of the people who voted agreed that the Republicans were in the wrong and they were at fault for all of it.
Which includes a lot of Republicans, which says a lot about their following. Which
Yes.
harms their credibility, really.
You know, apparently the US Treasury's gonna need to borrow money to pay its bills.
Wow, I can see another shutdown coming.
I mean, a treasury is meant to have a lot of money, correct?
It is. It's supposed
And
to
the
store the
fact that
entire
they don't
nation's
have
money.
enough. And they don't have enough.
America.
I think Obamacare has been entirely changed, though. It's now the Affordable Care Act. I I like that silence from you.
I am
Just
not sure how to react, really. The affordable care. Affordable for who? Exactly.
everyone, apparently.
Yeah, they say that, but if the Republicans had anything to do with it, then I highly doubt it.
What?
Because the Republicans are, they they were quite anti-Obamacare and very pro, capitalism.
It is basically still Obamacare, though, in a nutshell. But apparently, the agreement they came to included providing back pay to all government workers,
Oh, well, that's good.
but only the ones who have been suspended from work for more than 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, at least they're getting money. This is the case.
Yes,
My legs.
but there's apparently also a legislation included to attempt to make sure that people don't lie about how much money they're earning. Because obviously if you earn a lot of money, you wouldn't be entitled to Obamacare, would you?
No, not really. You'd be able to
So
afford it
it's
yourself.
so it's to prevent fraud.
Well, it's America, so you can try, but let's be honest, you'll only get a small percentage of the actual offenders. Like in every country, really. Even in ours.
Yeah, it happens especially in ours with benefit cheats.
Yeah. So, that's something that, we'll have to improve.
Again, it seems to just come full circle when we discuss America and we end up taking a jab at ourselves.
That's
That's
probably
what I like
because
about it.
what we're talking about at the moment, especially in Obamacare, is kind of sort of based on the NHS.
Yeah, but then well, you could say that, but more closely, it would be like Canada.
Yeah.
Even though Canada, is just completely copying us.
So
To
basically,
be really
you could
childish
say
about the
ultimately it
situation.
does come from. I mean, how old is the NHS now? It's pretty old, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's
So
the really childish thing just going, well, yeah, you copied us. I'm really going to go with that.
I take that as a compliment because it shows that they believe that our method is worth actually copying.
Again, I'm going to also bring up the fact that Canada is pretty awesome.
I do like Canada.
I mean, free healthcare. Most of their English is based on British English, with very few Americanisms, as they call them.
Wow.
Essentially, retard moments. Oops.
I did it again.
Don't even stop that.
I played with your words. Got lost in the fame. Oh, Britain, Britain.
Oh, wow. At least that kind of doesn't qualify as an inside joke.
No.
It's just parodying a very, very bad song.
It is? What would you call that song? Who would you make it by if it was like to do with Britain and Britain?
Britain, America, and Canada. You'd probably just go with Weird Al. You really would.
Yeah.
Al's just the man.
He is?
We go too far off topic, though.
No, because this is just great. I mean, what's the fun of staying on topic? We've got, what, about 20 minutes on the clock. It's not bad.
And we still have one more topic to discuss.
I don't feel like we've really said anything to take up that massive amount of time.
We haven't.
I know,
Well,
that's the weird thing.
Hopefully, that's how the people watching
experience it.
feel as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Okay, so we're moving on to the fourth subject.
Well, first of all, let's take a preliminary gap in between this to just discuss, like, what we hope to achieve, possibly.
In the
Seems-
videos.
Yeah, seems like a very spur of the moment thing since we did do a rough draft for a plan, and I didn't bring this up at all because I've only just thought about it because we mentioned the audience. But as I've said in the comments of the first video, I really do enjoy the idea of like a closely knit community type thing. We have talked about this though, actually, even though we didn't intend to talk about it during the video. But it would be relegate. It would be relegate, apparently.
Gate.
Wow.
Continue.
It would be really great to form a small-ish audience of people who actually take part and maybe suggest things like that we could do live shows with and include people and like have them debate things with us over Skype like a radio talk show and promote people's
Really enjoy
channels.
your interaction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I actually enjoy taking time to respond to comments as long as they're not really creepy. Whoever
well, I think I'll be able to handle those ones.
talking to.
You know, I think I'll take it upon myself to handle the creepy ones. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Wow. That's your domain then.
Yeah, that's my domain.
Mine will be the.
Oh, I was just about to make a System Shock joke, but you won't understand it, and probably the majority of the audience won't either, so I won't.
That's an incredibly
Horrible
inside joke
I know. I mean, it's like
to the
really small
community
audience.
of System Shock players.
Yeah.
Which isn't very
basically.
large.
No. Well, it is, but it's really far spread.
Yes,
and across loads
diverse.
of ages. So.
Diverse.
Mm.
But yes, I will spend my time conversing with the intelligent folk who watch our videos.
Good luck with that, bro.
Thank you. But no, it's like if people wanna send in messages and even like get a back and forth going for like an entire section that they'd like us to discuss.
I think I'm gonna be spot talking more deeply now. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with this from now on.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I think I speak deep enough anyway.
You do. I just don't think I speak deep enough previously, so I'm just gonna speak like this now. Hello.
I would bring up a semi-inside joke. Well, it's not even an
You
joke.
know, if you'd just
And
left
it's
it
not.
at semi, it would have just been so awkward.
Bring up a semi. Fair enough. Wow. Bring
you
up a
saying?
semi inside.
Oh wow.
So you don't even leave it at semi, you're leaving it inside.
Mhm.
But no. See, that's the thing. I think inside discussions are like an interesting way for the audience to get to know us better.
It is, I would believe so.
As long as we like explain the background of things. See, this is something you don't even know, so it's not even really an inside discussion. It's an
Wow.
interesting fact about my past. Ha ha
Okay.
ha ha. I used to talk with one of my friends. You do know him, but I won't bother going into names.
Okay.
I will do that later.
Begin with a J.
No, I don't. No, it begins with an R.
Right.
Yes. And like when we were kids, we used to like phone each other constantly on our home phones to discuss like cheats and stuff for old games. And so it got to the point where he'd ring me like fucking 3 times a day.
Yeah.
And then I'd end up ringing him occasionally as well. But then like it kind of stopped for ages when we started secondary school because we were using MSN and stuff. Like every once in a blue moon I'd still ring up to ask him stuff. And one time I rang up his house, and rather than him answering, his mother answered. And when I asked if he was there, she literally said to me, "Who the fuck is this?"
Wow.
And I said, "Well, it's Connor." She's like, "Oh my god, you sounded like you were like 30. I thought a paedophile was trying to talk to me son."
Wow. That is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Says a lot about you, doesn't it?
It says a lot about how deep my voice voice was at that time, and how much deeper it sounded on the phone.
Wow.
Very strange. I will bring up an interesting anecdote that's not the first time I've been accused of being a much older man and that I'm a paedophile by someone's parent.
Wow. That's just
The other circumstance is far more awkward because it was with a female.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Just like, no, this isn't what it seems.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
It was really awkward.
Wow.
Feels pretty awkward now too. Anyway, is there anything else you'd like to add to the topic of fan interaction? Or would you like to bring up any interesting anecdotes about your recent life or life that could help the audience get to know you better? Or
There is most sincerely nothing I can say.
that is so interesting.
One thing I will be doing though is I will actually be recording these sessions and putting them on my personal channel, most likely.
What?
So what I'll do is I'll record them and then we can put them on BTN, and I'll also have a video recording of myself whilst recording it with the overlay and upload it onto my personal channel
With the overlay?
of the audio.
So a video of you actually speaking, your face.
Yeah.
But why?
Well, because then people can see my expressions.
You do know you could just put that video in the corner of the video. Just like a face cam kind of thing.
Using...
Camtasia.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you could just put that video file into Camtasia, shrink it into the corner, and put an image as well.
Is that in the editor?
Yes.
Oh.
Camtasia Studio.
Then I will do that. I will do that.
Because you might as well. I mean, I won't be showing my face, as I don't on the internet, really.
Why?
I don't know. It's just always been a thing.
Fair enough.
I mean, I've sent pictures to people I've talked to, and that sounds rather...
Oh.
I will use the word you like to use, which is dubious. It sounds rather dubious.
Yes.
But, I don't know.
Fair enough.
See, I don't like listening to my own voice,
Oh,
so
no,
it's
I
very rare I'll go back and watch my own videos.
I mean,
So it's the same case that, like, it feels weird looking at my own face. So, like, if I was to open up some sort, well, like MSN or any kind of social media and saw my face, it would just be, like, a weird reflective moment. Like, why the hell?
well, I always, like, for example, because I do singing and things like that, I have to hear my voiceover to make sure that I've done improvements.
Well, yeah, see, that's the problem with, let's just be a total sellout here and mention the channel I've had featured on BTN, which is the Nether Gamers, which is a channel where I do gamey type stuff with Matt, who was with us in the other video, and hopefully you when we get around to it, where I have done a lot of editing in the past, even though they seem really simple, although you can tell the video quality between the things I edit and upload and Matt edits and uploads. I get very OCD when editing, and it's like I will edit one tiny thing, but then I will have to watch that entire like 10-minute section back again to make sure it still fits and it feels okay. And then if I find another tiny mistake, I will have to do it again and again and again. And so my own voice gets drummed into my head so much, it's kind of nightmarish.
I can't say I've ever experienced that. I normally just, I mean, I actually do understand what you're talking about, though. I kind of do understand that experience. I don't know what I was talking about.
Of having to
Constantly-
re-listen and
yeah,
rewatch several parts, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Especially when I'm trying
Thing
to
is,
align the audio.
when you rarely do crack it, so you feel like it looks good.
Yeah.
It's such a good feeling. It
Mm.
really is.
It's like, I've completed it.
You just like, this video is actually done, and it's something I can actually put online.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic feeling.
It is marvelous.
Yes. I would suggest to anyone watching who will likely obviously have a YouTube account if they're commenting on the video, that if they have ideas for their own videos, they should make them, even if they don't get many views, which typically is what happens, because when things go viral, it's typically by shady marketing or because someone else has plugged it who is much more famous, and people will typically do that because someone did it for them in the past. But yes, it is an interesting experience, even if not many people watch it, because it shouldn't be about the views, it should be about your personal enjoyment while making the video,
Exactly.
and then
I
the
completely
fact that
agree.
it's out there. And even if not many people watch it, if anyone asks you, like, if you've ever made a video, you can go, oh yeah, I made this, and it's something you can be proud of. However, most of the original videos I made on the Nether Gamers have been privatized or deleted because
Why?
they were bad.
They
Not
were
really
just awful.
not really that bad, just
Bad.
awkwardly bad. I went through a phase where I wouldn't even have my voice on recordings. And so obviously if you think about the name the Nether Gamers, you can tell it kind of gets its root in Minecraft videos. And that is what we kind of did at the time. There are still like maybe 1 or 2 videos up of Minecraft, but it was never intended to be like a Minecraft centric thing. It was just because that was what me and Matt played all at the time. But we made a couple of videos where he actually did commentary on his laptop while we were playing on our server, and I refused to talk. I was just typing in
Wow.
the chat. It was bad.
It was tense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
We rarely went off on a tangent, didn't we? It's a good
About
way to
30 minutes of a
Yeah.
tangent, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good way to get some like filler and stuff.
It is.
Like we can always post edit annotations on YouTube to just be like, if you don't want to hear a huge like 10-15 minute rant about our personal lives and interesting anecdotes, you can click here and it will skip you to the last section. Because I believe it is better to do it in the middle rather than the end. Because to sound really dickish, it's likely that most people will just switch it off after they've seen the last one.
Yeah.
And so it might encourage people to listen to it more. I don't know, 'cause I believe it's interesting, at least slightly. If they actually enjoy our takes on things, they might enjoy funny, interesting stories.
Well, I certainly fucking hope so.
I mean, because I
Otherwise it's gonna be a
rarely...
problem.
But I really dislike how a lot of YouTubers basically treat their viewers like pairs of eyeballs, if you get what I mean.
Nope.
Just like it's nothing more to them than a number on a screen about how many people have viewed it, because that's all they care about. I actually like trying to appeal to a certain audience and talking to said audience.
Interaction. It's a key
Yes.
point.
Is what we were talking about like 10 minutes ago, and we really do always just go full circle, don't we? We kind of just start on a subject, we go on to something slightly related, and then from that slightly related thing we go wildly off tangent, then we go back to something slightly related, and finally we're back on track. So, I believe this brings us to world news.
It does. Well,
I hate it.
yeah. That is the category if I just click that, right?
Yes.
Happy
And I
child.
believe after such a 15-minute talk or so, that this is going to really fall short of expectations. Because I don't know much about this. It's just very interesting. A shooting at a school, Sparks Middle School in Sparks, Nevada.
Yes.
a student killed a teacher and
wounded 2
wounded,
students.
yes, with a
Handgun.
that he took from his parents.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So what do you think about that?
I'll be honest, I think maybe when looking at the kid from this picture, but we see a picture, by the way.
I can see the picture now, by the way.
Yeah, he just I'm not sure whether he quite understands, because he seems to be looking quite vaguely at the floor, as if to suggest that he's not quite there. You know what I mean?
He just really doesn't fit the profile of a school shooter, does he?
No, but I don't.
So I suppose we should probably use this as a springboard to maybe
Probably.
talk about what? Did you just say oh no? Because that's exactly what's going through my head as I go wildly off topic.
Wow.
Except this is kind of on topic because it might be why. I mean, I haven't done a lot of reading into this. See, this is the point. While our videos are extremely long, we are bite-sizing the news. We're taking a glance at things. It sounds really unprofessional, but like a lot of people do just take a glance at news stories and then come up with really bizarre, vague takes on that news story, which have nothing to do with it. And so we're kind of just like presenting that kind of vague thing, but trying to not, be too condescending about it. So like when there's a shooting, and this exact story is what I'm going on about, it's not just a wild coincidence that my head put this together. Like we're not just going, oh well, he must just be a dickhead then, and he didn't like his teacher and he just decided to shoot him, and then the kids got in the way and he shot them because he's an asshole, without even looking at the picture or anything. It's just trying to get into that kind of mindset.
To discuss the psychology of the situation rather than just,
Exactly. Because what I was going to use it as a springboard onto would be bullying.
It would.
Which the fact that he just so happened to not only shoot the teacher but shoot 2 students is likely why.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And as I was going to say, I haven't read that much into it to find out whether it actually was, but it likely is, to be honest. Even if it isn't, it is really a main cause for that kind of violence.
Yeah, and it would kind of explain quite a lot, to be honest, because,
He really doesn't look like the kind of kid to just do it for a thrill or whatever, does he?
And that's the thing, he does really seem like really feeling bad about it,
That and like his psyche's just completely snapped and gone out the window, and he can't
basically
comprehend the world around him anymore.
Yeah, because I mean, most often these people have a choice whether they're gonna use the gun themselves or be like, fuck that, no, I'm gonna use it on people who've actually caused me to be in this position in the first place. Unfortunately, they both end up generally in the same position.
Except to them, it's like there are likely people who do it just for the sake of getting revenge, but then there are others who very likely do it as an attempt to stop that from happening to anyone else. It's a very understandable feeling.
It is.
Like there are situations in everyone's life that are just generally shitty, and you sit back and go, well, I wouldn't like that to happen to anyone else, even if I don't know them, unless you hate them.
That's a very fair
But
point.
even then, it's still slightly cruel.
Yeah.
To just wish something bad on someone just because you happen to dislike them.
Yeah, I can't hold a grudge. I can't hold a grudge for shit, and that's why I partially practice Buddhism, because it's easy.
I can, but I never really do anything about it.
I really can't.
It's not a grudge
so
in the
easy to forgive.
sense that like I attempt to get my own back against the person. I can continue to be angry at someone for something while simultaneously understanding why they did it and still be on friendly terms with them.
I lose anger quite. I mean, I can completely identify with what you're saying. But the difference is I just lose anger quite easily. It's like losing heat in the cold. It's just gone.
Wow. That was a very weird but kind of true analogy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Type, type, type. Type, type, type.
Yeah.
Type, type, type.
Fuck off.
Just so far off topic. Just it's really strange how many people shoot up schools though, isn't it?
In America, there's been a sharp uprise, or maybe even more media coverage since the Sandy something, isn't it?
Hill,
Sandy.
was it?
I don't think it was Sandy Hill. It was like Sandy.
I have no idea.
Oh, Sandy
know what
Hook.
you're talking about.
Sandy Hook, wasn't it?
I don't know. I know what you're talking
I think it
about.
was Sandy Hook. Yeah,
but
Sandy
I don't know
Hook
the name.
School. I'm pretty sure it was Sandy Hook or something. Sandy. Yeah, no. Yeah, Sandy Hook. It was
I was
Sandy
so
Hook.
hoping you said Sandy Hill, and I was just gonna go, booyah.
Boo, yeah. Well, exactly the massively good thing to celebrate on, but okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you feel like a
What?
bitch now?
No,
You should do.
no.
You should feel
We kind of really didn't say anything about bullying aside from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I you know, you mean like bullying of the kids, so it drove them to sort of snap and do that. That's entirely reasonable.
It's a very likely
Suggestion.
situation.
It really is, and I'm pretty sure that, you know, eventually if that were true, it would come out like that. Not like anyone would like
That's the thing, though.
pity 'em.
It rarely is that either people who are bullied turn into bullies, or generally just shut themselves away from everything.
Mm-hmm. So
It's very odd.
it's crap because
Although then
neither
there are
of them
also
gets any help.
bullies who just bully for the sake of it.
Yeah.
There really are, like, the kind of people who have lived what could be called like a perfect life, like there's nothing wrong with them or their family,
They're just
and
cunts.
people like them and they're popular, and so they enjoy that position of power over people.
Mm.
And then there are also the bullies who bully to take away attention from things about themselves.
Which is normally like the popular girls.
Yeah.
It's normally
But
very
another situation in which it happens, which I always laugh at, and while I used to call people out for it, it's just got that old that I don't anymore. The kind of people who constantly call others gay. And sometimes
Yeah.
they won't even mean it. They'll just be saying like gay instead of stupid or something. And
I
it's
guess
just...
it eventually becomes some sort of like slang for people.
But typically it starts off with people finding excuses to call someone else gay because they don't want other people to think that about them.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm sure you've seen that at some point in your life.
I have. Oops.
Oops.
Oops. Here I go again.
Wow. On your own, going down the only road you've ever known.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly how it goes.
See, no, look, that'll probably be taken as an inside joke when it's just White Snake.
It's a song, guys. It's a song.
Again.
Look it up.
Again, we're referencing terrible songs.
That's not a terrible song.
Terrible in the fact that it gets stuck in your head. That's why I say terrible about certain songs. I usually say much harsher things about songs I genuinely dislike.
Yeah, fair enough. What about that Miley Cyrus song? What did you think about that?
Didn't listen to it.
You fucking should. Do it now. Do it now. Do it
No.
now. Do it now.
No,
Do it now.
I'm not
Please?
giving like
Oh
a
my God.
live reaction
Come on.
to
It would
Miley
be
Cyrus.
So great. Come
No.
on. Come on. You would just watch it and your
No.
mind will be blown. How awful it is. I mean, okay.
Yeah, I
his
did it on the
song-
radio
his
one
song,
time.
Wrecking Ball is good.
Worse.
This song
No,
ruins it
it's
all.
all bad. It's all bad.
No, Wrecking Ball is actually quite good.
Did not come out after the one you sent me. It did.
I think so. But they're on the same album.
I don't care.
But the thing is, Wrecking Ball is actually a good song. But
It's.
please just listen to it.
I've heard a bit of that, and it was awful.
No, it wasn't.
I've
I
seen
can
some of
so
the
identify
video.
with it.
I've seen some of the video. It was
The video is stupid.
horrific.
Yeah, but just watch.
It's
Just
horrific.
watch it. Just watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Why did you just? oh my god, just watch it. I mean, seriously. I mean, I'm sure our viewers would enjoy your reaction. It would be
To Miley
amazing.
Cyrus? No.
Oh, come on. I'll watch it with you. I'll watch it now. Let's have a look. What's the song called?
No, because that's the thing. You like it, so no.
I hate it. That's why I want you to watch it.
You want me to watch it because you
I
hate
want you
it.
to watch it because it so accurately describes the attitudes of this generation.
I
It's
have
so
heard parts of
unbelievable.
it, and I've
It
heard
doesn't
the
matter.
chorus.
You need to see the video.
Heard the chorus.
The
I know
video
how
is
bad it is.
worse. You know, I'm good. Oh.
Please tell me you're not recording that now. The audio,
I'm not.
not
Because,
even on the portion that you're recording your face with.
I'm not recording my face at the moment.
Oh, you're gonna do that on future episodes?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my
Okay.
digital camera.
Fair enough.
Well, my DSLR. Because I've been needing a reason to use it. I mean, there's a £500 piece of equipment sitting there that I haven't used in a while. Okay, I take pictures all the time with it, but still. Videos.
Take pictures for dubious websites.
Mm-hmm.
We
That's
should probably really wrap this up.
Okay, well, that's 46 minutes.
I really apologise to anyone watching for the lack of anything interesting said.
It got more interesting at the end. But it would have been more interesting if you had
We
look, this is the video, you little shit.
We didn't say anything interesting. If you're talking about it getting interesting towards the end, most of the end was us just talking about ourselves.
Which is actually quite interesting.
That is rather
True, I know.
self like
Conceited.
yes, that's the one.
Or conceited. Yeah, I
It's
know.
conceited.
But I mean, come on.
Conceited.
Come on. It's our party, we can do what we like.
No.
Yeah. Mm.
No.
You need to watch that video.
I don't.
Why are you such a big shit?
This is a really unprofessional ending.
Yeah, but you're the one who's being a big shit.
No.
You are?
Do you want an interesting fact to end this video on?
Yeah, you're a
The
big
word.
shit.
The word conceited is actually one of few widely used words that follows the grammar rule I before E except after C.
Apparently it does.
And I love that. I like went through a phase when I was younger where I constantly said I before E except after C just because it rhymes.
It's magical, isn't it?
It is. But there are so many words where it just doesn't work. And, you know, they just go, oh, well, that's just an exception. And so you go, okay, yeah. More like it just so happens that in some words it's one way and in some words it's another.
So basically the rule just isn't real.
Because there are probably more exceptions than there are actual things that fit the rule. And they never tell you the exceptions, they just expect you to know them.
Wow. Okay, I was about to call you Dave then.
Dave. Wow.
Dave.
Thank you.
Dave.
That's not even close to my name.
Hey,
I
Dave.
think we should really stop it here before we get any worse.
Okay.
And say to everyone to comment down below if they want to call us complete arseholes for not talking about anything, or send us a message if they actually want to suggest something for us to talk about so that we actually stay on topic. Or just, leave a nice comment if you want to.
Yeah.
But I don't see why anyone would have a nice comment for this video. Like or dislike.
Because I was in it.
Ha 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 ha.
Hmm.
Ha 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 ha.
Continue.
Leave a like or dislike if you liked or disliked the video. And yes, if you would like to see other things with me in, and soon Sir Daniel, the Nether Gamers
Which is linked in our
on our
about.
channel.
Yes.
Yes. It's the other stuff thing on the right hand side.
Well, yes. Okay then.
We will see you all next time, either in another episode if we have time to record one, or the Halloween special.
Au revoir. Oh no. Au revoir.
Auf Wiedersehen.